What's up, boys? The big Soulstone Survivors patch is back and live again. They've added a bunch of stuff, improved a bunch of stuff, so hopefully it will be better now and people will like it more. They said they buffed summons a bunch, so I'm going to try out the NECROMANCER today. He isn't very high level, so I only have a few points up here, but I can collect body parts to summon an abomination, and then I just have a little bit of points left over to allow all of my skills to apply doomed. And then over here I've got some healing, survivability, some extra debuff synergy, and some extra debuff synergy. And then I have some random versatility stuff up here. I can get an extra buff from that, but I don't have a lot for him. And then I want to unlock the new Monkey King character, so I need to do Whispering Grove with everything up to tier 6. And this is my second game since I started playing Soulstone Survivors again, so hopefully I can handle this with my low level dude. Got some skeleton warriors at the start. Apply crippled, which I don't know what that does. Reduces the area of attacks. Interesting. So very defensive summon that will make it easier for me to dodge stuff. So you're supposed to level a lot faster now as well. Looks like they have a tiny AoE when they melee attack, maybe? Oh yeah, there's that dude from the curses. Going to be pretty annoying at times. 100% to deal critical strike on full health. I guess I'll take that to get it out of the pool, since I believe that's a 1-point wonder. So I'll get slightly better options with that gone. So we've got a new skeleton summon, sounds good. Add in some archer boys. I'm not sure what that nest thing is. Got some big area of effect, and apparently that does work on all summons, so that should be helpful then. Oh, that's a big AoE. Should be a bit more careful with that. AoE does seem pretty bad. I should probably head up and get that pillar thingy. Chance to crit. Chance of finding body parts. That's the abomination passive. I'm not sure how... Oh, that's probably what that is. Another body part. Frost Totem would be a summon. I think there's another skeleton, and then I probably want 3 buffs to go with that though, so I don't think I'll want that. So there we go, Skeletal Mage, anti-applies Doom on hit as well, sick. Now I want to get some buffing skills to buff myself and my dudes. Man, I hate how far away these things spawn. Feels like you're basically just always running around the map trying to chase them down sometimes. Looks like enough dots are on it now. Cast frequency of the Skeletal Mage. I'm not sure if that affects the mage itself or just my summoning of them, but that's a pretty good amount. More health. It seems fine. Let's see, so I'm looking for buffs now. Chaos Golem would probably be okay. Seeds by a random amount, but I want to do full skeleton necromancer with a bunch of buff skills. There we go, arcane power and bestial wrath, so multicast or movement and multicast. That seems better to get early. Let's see, cast frequency or cast multiple times. Probably take this since it's a global upgrade. Damage for all summons. So looking for the other buff skills now. Arcane power, there we go. Then I think I have Bloodlust available as well. All of your attacks can bleed or burn. I'm not sure which of those is better here, but that does slightly higher damage. So you can now have multiple bosses out at once due to the curses. That's a pretty big AoE coming down on me. Man, there's just like so much AoE you can barely even move. Let's not reduce my movement speed yet, so I guess I'll just take a bit of armor here. Need to get back up to that pillar thing. Just so much AoE you can barely even move sometimes. Let's see, looking for Bloodlust, I think. There we go. Attack speed, movement speed, works on my allies as well. Sounds good. Need to get that pillar thing down. Duration of Bestial Wrath. That's already close to 100% uptime, so I might just want to banish that and let cast speed get it naturally. Attacks may now apply bleed. Probably the best here. Block, AoE, armor. Let's grab some armor. I mean AoE. So that's all I wanted, these 3 skeletons and 3 buffs, so I can skip skills now. Critical strikes may now apply poison, sure. Multicast for summon. Duration on that is a bit low, but as I get Bloodlust up, that'll become much easier, so I'm probably just gonna banish that as well. Crit chance, probably better here. Armor, I guess. Attack Supply Doom would be useful to have. That's decent, but I don't know that I want to reduce my movement speed that much already. Skeletal Mage. Do need some movement speed to get that stuff later on. Damage of Doom. I have one of those already, so I could probably get rid of that. Now apply poison. Sure. Getting at least one source of every status effect so that I can get the synergies that go with them. Some more movement speed is nice. Oh, there's my little abomination. Burn now also applies slow. Can probably get rid of that. Got a little pillar to kill somewhere. Cast frequency or Doom applies burn. I might want some of that just to get that up to full uptime so that it can then keep those ones fully up. But I think I want this more. And if I could get enough regular cast speed, I wouldn't even need something like that anyways. Cast frequency, sure. Maximum units sounds cool. I do want that, but oh well. Not gonna pass up more summons. Got a pillar thing I need to take care of. Cast frequency. All attacks Doom would be good to have to go with the Doom stuff I already have. Got my Abomination out as well, but my damage seems kind of bad right now. Potency would be good, damage of poison. I think just getting the buffs improved is probably better than focusing on a dot that I'm not focusing on. Multicast. Potency of Bloodless is pretty good. Poison now applies Doom. Already have that. So I probably want the extra Doom stuff at rare. Potency of Bloodlust or Bestial Wrath. Movement and pretty high multicast. Probably the strongest buff here. Attack Supply Burn, I have that. I can probably afford some of that now. Probably some area. Got another pillar to run all the way to the other side of the map again. So I guess that must be the mages blasting a small circle AoE around them. Burn now applies slow, but I have that. I don't think that would really improve it much for me. I don't have a source of that yet. Guess I should probably take the highest one that's useful to me here. I want to banish some more stuff like this if that doesn't seem like it would help much. Probably just take the AoE over reducing my movement speed for now. Extra dash. Apply Doom, now applies Burn. I already have that. Probably just take the cast frequency here. One of my most important stats until my buffs are all up 100% of the time. Some of these parts just look like hamburgers on the ground. Like, look at that juicy hamburger over there. Crit chance. Damage of every Doom is probably cool here. With all the sources of that I have. Pick up some more hamburgers. Poison applies Doom, that's probably fine since that's my main debuff. Another thing to run all the way to the other side of the map and get. Decent magnet. Bleed applies poison. I don't have that yet. Area of Abominations. I can't really tell how much they're doing right now. Probably have to wait for the end of the run and see the damage breakdown. Critical strikes apply burn. I don't have that yet, so that looks good. Area of Abominations. I guess I'll try them when they're high rarity. See how they are later on. Crit damage, multicast damage. I think that's probably the best. Poison more frequently. Critical strikes apply Doom. Sounds good. Imagine that Doom and whatever the debuff that it applies afterwards is probably my top two. You can probably see what it is. Doom into Burn. Type Shadow increases the modifier without Shadow, so 3 of them will give a decent boost to all 3 of my buff skills. Sounds great. Let's see, that's at 52.91 up to 71.125. Wow, pretty strong there. If you got a bunch of those upgrades, it might even be better to just get a 4th Shadow skill and drop maybe the Arcane multicast to scale up Bloodlust and Bestial Wrath faster. Damage of every poison. Probably just some crits. Potency is decent, but that's a lot of movement speed. Bunch of weak stuff. I have that. Let's just go ahead and banish that. Cast frequency of Skeletal Warriors, sure. Got a pillar to take care of. Another pillar to take care of. Try and collect all the chicken wings, or chicken sticks, and hamburgers on the ground to try and keep my abominations up. Damage of every burn, that might be okay since that's my second one. I guess I'll try it. Critical strikes apply bleed. Looks like I don't have that yet. It would be kind of nice, but that's rarer. Probably just banish that. Decent magnetic. Sure. Kind of need to get the XP stuff early on for it to be good. Attack supply burn, I have that already, but it's okay as my secondary stat. Probably just take the cast frequency for the buff up time. Another pillar to hunt down somewhere. Chance of blocking attacks, I guess. There's just so many damage effects on the ground, it's hard to move anywhere. Attack supply poison. I have that, so probably just banish that. Green crit damage. Out of those, probably some doom damage. Another pillar to run towards. Attack supply burn. I have that, so I probably don't care. But well, burn is my second one. I'll try it. Doom plus burn combo. Damage of every doom, sure. The skeletal mages seem pretty good. That's a lot of circles they're throwing everywhere. Burn, AoE. Probably some more burn. Big cast frequency is very nice. Cast frequency, damage reduction. I guess I'll try some of that. It might be terrible, but it's a global upgrade at least. Let's try the Overlord again. Bunch of Necro achievements since I haven't played them very much. Noxious Reaper. Putrid Hounds. Poison on the target. It's kind of cool. New rune. Cast frequency, probably useless. Potency of Bloodlust is very good. That gives both movement and cast. Damage modifier. I have that, don't I? Touch of Ice. Maybe not. Thought I grabbed that at some point. I guess I was thinking of the Fire Apply slow. Okay, so do need a source of that. Health or potency of multicast. Let's get the damage. Burn, block. Probably some burn. Big damage for the summons. Probably banish that now. Critical strike damage. Oh, that's one nice thing, is this map is so small that you can easily hunt down the annoying pillar things. It's like some of the biggest quality of life for high curse ever. Hate those things. Big multicast. Cast frequency. Probably just want the global cast frequency more, if possible. Critical damage, sure. Or rather, critical chance. Critical chance. Area modifier. I don't know if that's going to be useful. I would assume that a summoner build is the only one that can really benefit from that. So it should be useful here, but I don't know if it is. Maybe it's more for stationary summons like totems and stuff. Damage modifier of skeletal mage. I think doom damage is probably better than just one skill. Area, damage, or movement. Let's get some more AoE. How about these skeletal mages? Damage increase to almost everything? That's huge. Bestial Wrath must be insane now. 91 movement speed, 160 multicast. And then that was also physical. 95 cast frequency. Cast frequency, global doom stuff is probably better than that. Cast speed is excellent. Skeletal archers, burn is probably better. Cast frequency of blue is okay. See if I can get some big damage on these guys early on. It'll make it easier if I can burst some of them down. Oh, that hunter guy is still here too. Doom into burn, sure. Probably, I guess I don't actually have that much damage, so it might be good to have a bit more. Big AoE, but that's the buff, so I don't know if that really helps me. Maximum units for archers. Critical strike supply slow. I don't think I have that yet. Skeletal mage, skeletal mage. I guess get a bit of damage on them. I think I'm a bit weaker on damage than cast speed right now. Warriors, slow, apply disarray. Random damage can be detrimental, but it's mostly positive, so that seems good. Skeletal archer, probably rather have some cast speed if they're close. The archer also seems like the weaker one since it doesn't have any innate debuffs like the other two skeletons do. And the mage seems to have pretty good AoE as well. Guessing he's probably doing the most. Poison into Doom is pretty good. Bunch of weak stuff, probably some AoE. Big multicast. Lilu Dallas multicast. AoE potency on Bestial Wrath, 30% seems very good. I do need to get that at some point, but oh well. Looks like a bunch of different guys that I haven't seen much of here. Critical damage, movement. Let's get a bit more movement. Make it a bit less dash reliant to avoid some stuff. Cast speed is great. How we doing? Oops. How we doing on the buffs now? 16 versus 10. These ones should be fully up while Bloodlust is up at least. Frequency, probably some more crit chance since I have a lot of debuffs reliant on that, which then feeds into other debuffs. Potency. Pick up some more hamburgers on the ground. Poison into Doom is pretty good. Area. I like staggering the boss crystals a bit like that so you can get the XP every once in a while. It's not super necessary on the map, but it's kind of nice. Duration is not amazing. Damage of skeletal. So it's okay now, but it will eventually become useless, so I'm just going to take this for the greed. Chance of blocking, I guess. And it already paid for itself. Feels like my range is a bit low though with this build. Kind of hard to hit bosses when they're all clustered together spamming AoE attacks like that. Doom into burn. Sure. Another pillar to take care of. Oops, I accidentally walked into that saw, but calculated. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hit bosses with this build right now. Maybe more area will make the mages a bit more effective. Blue health, sure. Grimtalon Scourge. I think that's all the weapons unlocked for Necro now. So more skills to test later on. Potency, pretty nice. Poison into Doom. Man, I still want that, but I do have a lot of locks, but I don't think I'm gonna lock a green. Maybe a really good blue, but I'd prefer higher than that. Crit damage. I don't have much of that, so I'm gonna go there first. See if I can get some big damage on this guy. Area, blocking, let's go with the area. Cast frequency is pretty important still for my buffs. Probably burst this guy down now while he's distracted. Cast frequency, movement, area. It's kind of bad. I should probably banish that soon. I guess I'll take another. Most of my summons are actually following me, so that might be completely useless on this character anyways. Bleed into poison. I should probably banish that since I have one of those already. Take that since I don't have it yet. Burn frequency. Oh god, I walked right into that guy. Guy has some crazy attacks for just a regular elite dude. Health, crit damage, probably some multicast. Crit damage or area. I think I like area to make it a bit easier to hit stuff. That's the biggest issue I'm feeling so far, the small area. Couldn't dash to that guy for some reason, but I luckily blocked it anyways. Damage of skeletal warriors. Probably just take the global buff here. Damage on buffs is pretty good. Disarray into bleed, I don't think I have that yet. Type of shadow, damage of shadow. That affects all of my buff skills, and I think that's one of the best upgrades I can get. My shadow skills feed into my non-shadow skills, which then feeds into my shadow skills. More damage. Critical strikes, doom. Burn frequency, potency of bloodlust. That's probably one of the better ones. Once I get that to 100% uptime anyways. But cast speed and movement speed are just so useful. Disarray, probably. Damage of skeletal archer isn't that useful. I might try that for the lulz. Potency of bestial wrath. I am very curious how the abomination is doing, but I'll have to wait until the end to see. But I've taken a decent number of upgrades for him. Damage of every bleed. I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot. Probably grab a bit more area. Oh, I can have a lot of abominations out at the same time. I didn't even realize that. Okay, that's pretty cool then. Slow into disarray. I don't remember if I have that. Slow into disarray. But that's pretty useful still, so I'll grab that. Potency of bloodlust is pretty good. Big AoE, not bad. I guess. Should probably be using some of my rerolls when I get a lot of weak choices now that I think about it. Frequency, damage, these are pretty weak. Those are pretty weak. I guess those are okay. Grab a bit more movement. Critical strikes. Attack supply burn. Let's see what else there is. Doom into burn. Slightly better, I guess. Could use some basic damage. I have a lot of movement speed. Crit chance. Sooner I can get that to 100% the better probably, since there's a lot of stuff depending on that. Chance of blocking, I might just reroll this. That's a good one. Big cast speed. Damage, potency on Bloodlust is pretty nice. This honestly doesn't seem too bad. Let's see, multicast on Shadow, sure. Slow into disarray, area. Probably area. I think on the final curse level there was something super annoying, like bosses leave behind spirits when they die that continue to attack you until all of the bosses are dead or something. Shadow buffs my buffs. That's one of the best things I have. Let's re-roll this. There we go. Quantity 2 to Skeletal Warriors. That's not bad. Damage of bleed, nope. More damage is okay. Big cast speed. Should be doing pretty well now. 10 versus 12.8. All the other ones are easily 100% uptime with the cast speed from Bloodlust as well. Attack supply burn. Damage of archers. Potency of Bloodlust. Maximum warriors. This is kind of cramped here with all the damage puddles they leave on the ground though. Cast frequency for a single skill is a bit boring. For everything is pretty nice. see what else we got. Damage of area, that's quite good. Increasing the buff effects from all of those skills. Attack supply doom is okay. Damage of burn or doom, that's probably a bit better. Magnetic or damage, let's get a little bit more XP. Damage of burn or armor. Get a little bit more armor, I'm getting kind of beat up here. Potency of bloodlust. Doom, probably see what else. Area of a bomb sounds kind of bad, but I'll try it. It is easy to pick up the body parts due to how small the arena is. Crit chance. Potency of bloodlust. Burn or frequency, probably just that. Slow into disarray, that's pretty good as well. +2 mages, very nice. Global damage. Armor or block. Let's go with the armor. So many damage areas now. Disarray and a bleed. I already have that. So those aren't that great. Damage is okay. Slow into disarray, that's fine. Basically increases the damage of everything. Crit burn, poison doom. Poison Doom again. Big skeletal mage. Man, those mage circles are looking insane now. Cast frequency, sure. That was close. They're getting pretty fast now. Duration, don't think that helps very much. See what else we got. Damage. Oops. Another calculated block. Disarray. Probably some more area. Get those mages as big as possible. Chance of blocking. Potency is pretty good. How are we doing on the buffs now? 126, 252, 185, and 212, 371. I think at this point that doesn't actually do a whole lot because that's so huge. Oh well, just something to fix in future builds. Damage of skeletal mage, that's probably fine. Ow. Poison instant. Honestly, it's probably not gonna do much, but oh well. Poison applies doom, sure. Oh, that's bad. I was too close to the middle and didn't have time to dash out of that. Getting pretty hard to see stuff and react to it as well. Critical strikes, I don't seem to have that yet. Movement or slow into disarray. I'm probably okay on movement. I'm mostly just being overloaded by like the sheer number of effects and stuff on the screen at once. More so than not being fast enough for it. Damage of bleed, critic into slow. I already have that, I think, so just the cast frequency. Multicast, sure. Multicast on the summons again. damage on Shadow. I think I'm gonna call it at the end of this cycle. This game is very active and I'm feeling the strain on my wrist. Bleed, nope. Poison into Doom. I'm really enjoying my return to this game though. It feels great, even as one of the earlier games in the genre. Area on physical. It does help all these summons at least. Wait, does that help the mage as well? Physical. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. I hope no one has issues with those flashing circles because that is insane right now. Now that I mention it, it looks kind of ridiculous to me if I stare at the circles. Just try and look away. Poison into Doom. I'll do one more cycle, I guess, but then I should definitely end it after this one. Get 'em, boys! Area. Make the circles even sillier. Cast frequency, archers, poison into Doom. Oh my god, there's so many damage things on the ground. Cast frequency. I can't avoid all the circles. Poison into Doom. Well, if I die here, then it'll be quicker at least. Potency on the multicast, but that's not actually that good since I get so much from that. I'm guessing the mages are probably my biggest damage, so that's fine. Poison into Doom. That was pretty fast. There's so little area to move right now. That won't really do much. Don't really care about bleed. Disarray or cast frequency on the mages. Area on a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, those circles are awful now. I think they're actually lagging me a bit now as well. Even more area. I can't imagine that those insane circles aren't causing issues for some people. Jesus, that is getting ridiculous now. More damage. I'm lagging really bad right now, Jesus. Effects are getting way too much. Let's see. Must be under graphics. Special effects visibility 0. Damage of archers, more? Nah. Let's see if there's anything bigger. Damage of shadow. Wait, I can still see the circles. More transparent. It's as low as it can go. I don't know exactly what those do. I don't really see anything here to improve it. I'm not sure what rumble is. I don't have a gamepad. Yeah, I don't see anything else to improve it any, so I guess I'm stuck at this. Yeah, I can't improve it anymore, sorry. But this is going to be the last cycle anyways. Potency of multicast. Poison Doom. Yeah, still pretty laggy at some points. Area modifier of the buffs probably doesn't help that much. Damage. Oops, almost walked into that. Okay, I accidentally did walk into the return. Runic power +1. Ooh. So the archers are actually doing everything, huh? Was not expecting that with those massive circles that were coming out. I can't see doom or burn damage anywhere, it looks like. That's a bit unfortunate. There's the Abomination 14.3, so the upgrades on that were probably a waste. But I should have Wukong unlocked now with the Curse 6 finished there. There we go, spinning staff. Had to try him out another time. I should have some decent skill points for Necromancer now. 91? Jesus. Let's see, multicast is the most useful out of those for everything. And then I guess some area to make them a bit more consistent, and then that's 2%. Damage by 25% when a boss is alive, that might be okay. Got some global multicast here. Like getting those whenever you can. Guess some HP, and then it's just Abomination stuff. None of those sound that great. Kill an enemy, 20% to explode. Damage and applying poison. Some global shadow. Movement. Reset all your skills? Why would I do that? Pick up range should be pretty good. Cast frequency. One extra skill slot, but all damage he causes is reduced by 15%. Interesting. I guess if you had another strong buff, or maybe a strong shadow skill there, that would kind of outweigh that anyways. But for 3 cost, it doesn't sound that good. I have 36 left, so that's probably almost everything here. Global 5% damage. Abomination crap. 1 HP every time you level up, that would have been kind of helpful. Damage, multicast. Another 16 still. area, crit damage, and healing. Don't mind if I do. So now my Necromancer is much stronger, and that honestly wasn't too bad. On tier 7, we're born into an invulnerable form and continue assisting, so yeah, that would make it a lot more annoying with ghost of them, more elites, meteor, tankier bosses and elites, number of elites. Most of those don't sound too bad other than the Lord sounds pretty annoying. But I think that is doable on a strong build. Especially when you consider how little of the skill tree I had there. And that I still need to level a bunch of classes to get all of the global upgrades like that, and that, and that. But yeah, I'm enjoying Soulstone Survivors. It has held up quite well compared to some of the other games I've come back to. But that's going to be it for now. If you liked the video, toss me a like or a subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.